You are watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftacademy.com. www.netsoftacademy.com.
Hey, welcome back to our Windows 11 for Beginner series. In this video, we are getting some hands-on. I will walk you through exactly how to create a Windows 11 bootable USB drive. Whether you want to do a clean install, or just want to upgrade an older computer, or maybe you want to fix a system that won't boot properly. Well, in that case, having a bootable USB drive is a simple but very powerful tool. So let's dive right in. Now, why you might need a bootable media in the first place? Well, a bootable media such as a USB thumb drive or maybe a DVD will let you install or repair Windows environment without relying on third-party businesses who will actually charge you money for a simple fix. You can actually fix your computer at home, saving your money and time. Or maybe you just built a brand new gaming PC and wants to install Windows on it. Well, that can also be done at home. Or your current computer is not booting properly and you need some recovery options. In that case, a bootable media will help you a lot. Or maybe your machine has some viruses or malware in it. You ran the antivirus program and still you don't trust your system. You think that there might be still some malware hidden somewhere. Well, why to double guess? With a bootable media, you can start from fresh. Well, just remove your Windows on your system and install the Windows 11 or even the old one, Windows 10, from scratch. So whatever the case is, having a bootable USB drive in your toolkit can save time and future potential headaches. And it is surprisingly easy to make. Plus, it's also free. All right, so now the first step is to download the official Windows 11 installation files. So for that, head over to Microsoft website at microsoft.com/software download, then Windows 11. Now over there, you will see three options. First option is the installation assistant. Then you will see media creation tool. And then you will see an option called direct ISO download. Now, for most users, the easiest and the most reliable method is the media creation tool, which handles everything for you automatically. Using the media creation tool, which is again the recommended method, you will start by downloading and launching this tool. Here's what you will need before starting. You need a Windows PC. Yes, I know if you just have a bare metal machine, then you need a spare Windows 11 or Windows 10. It doesn't matter. You need a Windows device, maybe your friend's computer. Then you need a USB drive with at least 8 GB of free space or more, which is, again, easy these days. Plus, you need admin privileges or admin permissions on that computer. Now, once you run the tool, here's what you will do. You will accept the license, then you will choose the installation media for another PC. Then select the language and the edition you want to install. The default are usually fine at this point. Next, you will select the USB drive which you plugged into that machine. Then you will click Next, and the tool will download Windows 11 and create a bootable USB drive automatically. Now, this can take some time. It all depends on the internet speed you're getting, because the file is in GBs, so if your internet is super slow, then it will take several minutes. Now, if you want more control, especially over things like partition style or file system, in that case, you can use a tool called Rufus. So just head to rufus.ie, that is their official website, and download the latest portable version of Rufus and launch it. In that case, no installation is required. Then plug in your USB drive, select it in Rufus, and then load the ISO file you downloaded earlier. So you have to download the ISO. Here's the important part. Choose the right partition style. Select GPT if your system is using UEFI, which most modern PCs or laptops do. Or choose MBR if you're dealing with a legacy system using BIOS. Then, once this selection is made, click Next, and Rufus will build the bootable USB for you. This is a great option if you are troubleshooting compatibility issues or setting up a specific configuration for your new PC. Now, BIOS and UEFI boot process overview. To use the bootable USB, you need to boot from that USB specifically. In that case, you need to restart your computer and press the correct key to open your BIOS or UEFI menu. This is usually F2, F10, even F12, delete, or escape button. It all depends on the machine you use. By the way, it is very easy to find it. Just head over Google and search for your model number and look for the keyboard shortcut which you need to use to get into your BIOS or UEFI. Once you're in the BIOS, look for the boot priority section. Move your USB device to the top of that boot list. Then save your changes and restart. Now, if you just want to do it one time, many PCs let you choose a one-time boot menu directly. Again, by pressing F12 or F11, it depends on the model. By doing that, you can quickly select the boot option and move ahead with it. If everything is set up correctly, your PC will now boot directly into the Windows 11 installer. You will first choose your language and region, then move on to activation. But don't worry, you can skip this step and enter your product key later. Next, you will choose which drive to install your Windows on. Your machine may have multiple hard drives connected or SSDs connected. At this point, take your time and select the correct drive, the fast one, I will recommend. Now, this is where you will decide if you are doing a clean install by formatting the drive completely or upgrading an existing system. Once installation starts, the process can take care of itself. It might take some time, though. And during this process, your PC will reboot a couple of times. And eventually, you'll be brought up to the startup screen. Let's go over some very common issues and how to fix them. Well, if your USB doesn't show up in the boot menu, try formatting it as FAT32. Plug it into a different port. Maybe the USB port is not working properly. Or just simply remake the USB using the media creation tool. Leave the Rufus. Switch to media creation tool by Microsoft. Now, if you get an error saying that the PC can't run Windows 11, well, go and check your BIOS setting and make sure that Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 Plus, if there is enabled. If your machine do not have this TPM hardware, maybe your machine is not compatible with Windows 11. Now, if you run into MBR versus GPT partition error, you may need to use DiskPart, that is the utility in your Windows environment, to clean the drive or to recreate the USB with the correct partition style in Rufus. Now, most issues like these can be resolved by simply recreating the USB with the right settings. So don't stress if something goes wrong for the first time. Again, you will get multiple turns in your sandbox environment. And if you're not able to install Windows for the first time, well, you will be able to install it for the second time or maybe the third time. But once you get a hang of it, the chances are that you will have enough experience to create the correct, I will say, bootable drive for the correct platform. All right, so now let's check how you can download the ISO and create a bootable media. And for that, you need a Windows device. That can be your secondary laptop or computer, or maybe your friend's machine. Now, let's go to our browser and simply search for download Windows 11. Now, make sure that you download Windows 11 ISO from the vendor's official website. Don't download the ISO from third-party, let's say, websites like this, or maybe, like, say, software distributing websites. Go for vendor official website. So you will find one for Microsoft, click on it, and then you will see three options. Number one option is Windows 11 Installation Assistant. Now, this is the best option for installing Windows 11 on the device you are currently using. Click Download Now to get started. Note, Windows 11 Installation Assistant does not run on ARM-based PCs. So ARM-based PCs means if you have a new laptop, let's say running Snapdragon processor on it, no, this will not work on it. You need the 64-bit architecture processor, that is i7, your i9, i5, that will all work. Even AMD will work here. So before you begin the installation assistant, check if you have all the prerequisites. So number one is that you already have the license. You bought it from online stores, or maybe like Best Buy in your local city. So you must have the license with you. Your PC must have Windows 10 version 2004 or higher installed on it. So if you have a bare metal machine, forget about this step. You cannot use this method. And your PC must have 9 GB of free disk space. Now, this disk space will be used as a landing storage or buffer storage, where Windows will first download all the content and then initiate the installation process. So you basically just download the installation assistant, you go to your download, and you run it. And after you run it, you just follow the prompts. Now, it is not showing me the prompts to go to next page because my device is already running the latest version of Windows 11. But if you're running an old version, then you will find the option to go to the next page and begin the installation process. Eventually, when the installation process will finish, your machine will be updated to the latest version. So I can close this now. Now, the second method is to create Windows 11 installation media. And for this, you can, again, download it, but you still need some prerequisites to meet. You need internet connection, you need sufficient data storage available on your USB which you're using, or maybe your DVD which you're using again. If you receive a disk image file is too large, right? This means that you might be using a single layer DVD which do not hold a lot of data. So for that, go with the dual layer DVD. In most cases, we don't have to worry about this because we use the USB sticks. Now, next, ensure that your PC is again running on 64-bit CPU architecture, so no Snapdragon Elite will work here. And you meet the minimum system requirements. So you have the TPM 2.0 and plus, you have enough clock speed on your CPU, you have enough RAM, and all the requirements for Windows 11. And it also shows you all the steps to actually implement the process and create your bootable drive. So go ahead and download the media creation tool. Here you go. And you just simply run it. Now you need internet connection if you want to proceed with this method. So here you can
read the license agreement, click next or accept the license. Okay, here Windows 11, select your language, click next. Now, do you want to actually put this ISO or create a bootable USB? Then select this option. If you want to burn a DVD, then select this option. Let's say you want to put it on a USB stick, then select USB flash drive, click next. Now, connect your USB, it will search for it and it will show up over here. Select that USB stick and click next. Then it will start creating your bootable media. Remember, it will format your USB stick. So if you have any important document or media on your USB drive, first back it up. Once the process is finished, you will see the option here to close this wizard and it will say the process was successful. And in the end, you will get a bootable media drive. And the last option is that you're telling Microsoft that just give me the ISO and I will burn it myself. You can also do that. So click on Windows 11 Multi-Edition ISO and click download. Now this will start the downloading process. It also depends on the internet speed because this file is in, I think, GBs, right? So according to your internet speed, it can take some time. Now I downloaded it, so let's wait for it to finish. Oh, I also have to select the language. So when you click download, select the language. That will be, again, English. I'll go with international. Confirm. Again, this may take several minutes. Perfect. And Windows 11 only come in 64-bit architecture, no 32-bit. So click on it. And your download will initiate. It is 5.4 GB. So according to your internet speed, it will take some time. Now, while this ISO is being downloaded, let's go to our next tool, that is Rufus. We can use Rufus and this downloaded ISO to create our own bootable drive. With Rufus, you also get some flexibility on the configuration aspect. So you just search for Rufus, download, and again, please download this setup file from the official website. So click on it. It will take you to this website. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and download the latest version of this Rufus. Remember, I will go with Windows 64-bit architecture. This is the latest one. This one is the portable one. This is for your 32-bit. It says 86 here. And if you're running, let's say, Snapdragon processor, then you will get the ARM architecture. I will go with this one and start the download. Perfect. Now we will install this software. And here you go. This is what Rufus looks like. Now, when you plug in your USB, you should plug in your USB at this point. It will show up over here under devices. You will see your USB, and again, make sure that you select the correct USB drive you want, because you may plug in multiple drives with your machine. Maybe you plugged in your USB stick as well as your portable hard drive. Because if you start the process, it will format the whole drive. So you select the correct USB drive over here. Then you select the ISO. Right now, I cannot do that because I'm waiting for the download process to finish. But you select your ISO, and then all these options will populate. So now I will pause the video, wait for the download to finish, and then I will resume it. All right, so my ISO just got downloaded, and I also have attached a demo drive. This is just my flash drive. And as you can see, a demo drive is visible. It is of 10 GB. Minimum is 8 GB, so we are good here. Then we will select disk or ISO image. Well, we have ISO image. Then click on select and find the ISO you downloaded. Here it is, Windows 11 24H2. Click open. Now, which partition scheme you want? Well, for me, GPT will work, so I will select that because, again, UEFI is what my system is using. I'll select that. Now, you can give this new volume a name. I can just call it Windows 11. Then file system will be NTFS. Don't change the cluster size. Then we need to perform a quick format and create an extended label and icon file. Well, if you want to check the drive for bad sectors and you want to fix it, you can also do that. But this is a brand new drive, so no need for this. And you simply start the process. So when you click on start, you will get this option. Now, remove requirements for 4 GB plus RAM for secure boot and TPM. As I told you, this is a requirement, right? TPM 2.0. You need it, but it is possible to bypass it. So I can just select this, and when a bootable drive will be created, Rufus will create some sort of an answer key to bypass this requirement check. Then you can say remove requirement for online Microsoft account check. You can also create a local account with a specific name. Let's say you want to use a local account instead of the built-in administrator account. You can also do that. So as you can see, Rufus gives you quite a bit of flexibility. I'll just say OK. Then a warning that all data will be destroyed on this drive because it will be formatted. Just click OK. And then it will start your process, basically. Again, this process can take time. If you are using the old version of your USB drive, that is 2.0, then it can take time. But if you're using 3.1 or 3.2, this process will be fast. And once it is done, it will show you the status called ready. You can then just close it. So now my bootable drive is ready. So let me just open it and check. So if I open my drive, as you can see, yes, there are some files in it. This is your setup file for Windows 11. And if you plug this USB to a bare metal and then you boot from this USB, then you can initiate the setup process, which I will show you next. Okay, so here I have a hypervisor. And in this hypervisor, that is VMware hypervisor, I have a bare metal machine. This is just a virtual machine. Now, understand this. This machine will just act like your laptop or your PC. Now, in this VM, I have no operating system installed. So if I start this VM, eventually it will give me an error that, hey, there is no boot drive in it. So, I mean, you cannot start the operating system. And if you also have a bare metal machine, you will also get this error. Now, what I will do, I will connect that USB drive, and you will also connect that USB drive with your machine and restart the computer, and this time boot from that USB drive. Or if you're using a DVD, then boot from DVD. So for the virtual machine, I will go to settings. For a real computer, you just plug in your USB in a USB port. Then I will go to CD DVD. I'm using DVD for this one. Go to ISO. That is the DVD which I burned with the ISO I downloaded. So I selected my Windows 11 ISO for this one. I will say connected and click OK. Now I will restart this system and boot from that DVD. So I'm restarting the system. and press any key to boot from the CD or DVD. The message was on top. And now I'm booting it from my burned DVD. Here, burning simply means when you write data on your DVD, when you make it a bootable drive. And here we go. So now we are at the setup page of our Windows operating system. So you just now follow the prompt. Click Next, click Install Now, and the installation will start. Now, while it is installing your Windows on your machine, it might restart multiple times as well. And at this step, if you don't have your license, you can say, I don't have priority key. Then Windows will install an evaluation version of Windows 11 on your machine. But if you have your license with you, you can type your license number over here. I will say I don't have a priority key. Now, the ISO I'm using have all the version in it, but you may have a specific version of your operating system. Let's say we were doing Pro, so I will select that, click Next. Accept the license, click Next. Now I will just say Custom, and this is my drive. I will select that, click Next, and the installation will start. Now you just have to sit back and relax and wait for the installation to finish. So now you just select your region, click Next. Basically, you're just following the prompts. For keyboard, just click Next, skip the secondary keyboard layout. Then I'm not connected to any internet right now. So you need internet, so I selected it, click Next. It will check for updates, and if there are new updates, again, it will download the updates and install it so that you get the most up-to-date Windows 11 experience. Now, if there are a lot of updates, it can take some time. All right, so it now restarted, and it will restart your machine multiple times. Don't worry about that. Now it will boot back into the setup process. All right, so now let's put the name for this device. I will call it Demo VM. You can also skip it now, and then you can rename your machine later if you change your mind. Click Next. All right, now here's the catch. Now, if you are configuring this machine as for personal use, you will click on Setup for Personal Use. And for this one, you need Microsoft account, a valid Microsoft account. Or if this is Windows 11 Home Edition, then you will not even get this work or school account option. Now, I'm not installing the Home Edition, I'm installing the upper version of it. So I get this option. If you select this one, it is possible to set up this machine without Microsoft account. Now it says sign in as, again, Microsoft account. I can click on sign in options and say domain join instead. Now with this one, I can have a offline account, I will say. So I will just put a name here. Let's say, again, demo. Put the password. Click Next, and you set up 3 questions just for recovery options. So I will just say, I will select one question and I will put my answer. So I'm going to pause it and finish all these 3 questions. So I entered my questions, then it will ask you for your privacy settings. Yes, you can disable it. For example, you can disable location sharing, Find My Device services, diagnostic data, and so on. You can even enable it once you change your mind, or you can disable it after you finish the installation process. So it's all up to you. Click Next. Again, checking for Windows Update. At this point, it will start downloading the latest updates or patches. And you can also see the progress. First, it will finish download part. Then it will show you that, hey, it's installing all your updates. And then it will show you that all updates installed successfully, and you can move forward. All right, so you can see the download finished. Now it will initiate the installation part. And here we go. Our Windows operating system is ready. Don't worry about the size of the screen because I'm using this hypervisor. In your laptop, it will show up in the full screen, properly laid out. The graphics will be fine. And that was the demo. And now you know how to get the ISO, burn a DVD, or make a bootable drive, and then how to install Windows 11 on your machine.
All right, now you know how to create a Windows 11 bootable USB. Whether you are installing Windows from scratch, recovering from a crash, or helping someone else, this simple tool can make the job a lot easier. In the next episode, I will talk about the first-time setup process, including things like choosing your region, setting up your account, configuring privacy settings, and making your system ready to use. If this video helped you out, please don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and drop your question in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.
Thank you for watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftakademy.com. www.netsoftakademy.com.